Very good morning. Now, in this lecture of circular motion, we have to study another topic, that is vertical circular motion. Remember friends, whatever may be the part of circular motion we have already completed, that was the part of horizontal circular motion. Now, what is meant by vertical circular motion? If a body or particle is performing circular motion in a vertical plane, then that type of circular motion is called vertical circular motion. And remember that if the motion takes place in a vertical plane, it is always the motion under gravity. That's why this is accelerated motion in which speed does not remain constant. Okay, hence vertical circular motion is nothing but it is a non-UCM. Remember first important point. It is non-uniform circular motion. Okay, so we have to study this in detail. So if the speed is not constant, then question arises, what is the speed at different positions? Different position means, look at the figure. Suppose a body is performing vertical circular motion. This is the circular motion in vertical plane. Okay, suppose this is the horizontal diameter. We can say AB. And this is vertical diameter CD, and the motion takes place with the center O, and the radius R. For example, if a stone is tied to one end of the string and revolved around the other end, then it is the vertical circular motion. Okay, AB is the horizontal diameter and CD is the vertical diameter, O is the center. And suppose at the time of observation that stone is present at this position. Let this is current position of the particle or that stone or that body, and this is the string to which body is attached. This is the string to which body is attached, such that the string makes an angle theta with the vertical diameter. Let body performs vertical circular motion with center O, radius R, AB is horizontal diameter and CD is the vertical diameter. Okay, and that body is nothing but the stone tied to one end of the string and revolve around the other end. This is the string. Okay, and P is the current position of the string at the time of observation, such that the string makes an angle theta with the vertical diameter at the center. Okay. So question arises, how many forces are acting on the body? Suppose this is the body having mass m. Therefore, first force is its weight. Weight is always acting in the downward direction, that is mg. And another is tension in the string. How much? Suppose it is T. There are two forces acting on the body. First is the weight of the body always downward, and another is the tension in the string acting toward the center. See here. So if we extend this line, then this is theta, means this angle is also theta, and therefore there are two components of mg. One is this component, we can say mg cos theta, and another is this component, we can say mg sin theta. See here. Now mg cos theta is acting away from the center, tension is acting toward the center. Means here in this case, what is the centripetal force? What is the required centripetal force? Because we know without the centripetal force, circular motion is impossible. So difference between tension and mg cos theta provide the necessary centripetal force. Means mg cos theta may balance with some part of the tension and cancel it, and remaining part of the tension provide the necessary centripetal force. Means centripetal force is nothing but tension minus mg cos theta. Therefore, we can say centripetal force means mv square upon r is equal to tension minus mg cos theta. Have you got it? So, therefore, we can say what is the tension in the string? It is equal to here mv square upon r plus mg cos theta. Equation A. What is this? This is important expression to calculate the tension in the string. What is the formula for tension? First important formula. You have to use this formula in the problem. What is the tension in the string in vertical circular motion? It is mv square upon r plus mg cos theta. Is it clear? See here, what is theta? Theta is the angle made by the string. Angle made by the string with the vertical diameter at the center. Now, if the body is moving in upward like that, theta also changes. Theta also changes. Look at this. Now, we have to find the tension at different position. So, number A at bottom position. At bottom position. So, if the body is present at this point, what is theta? At bottom position, theta is equal to 0. Therefore, tension at the bottom is, that is point D, is equal to mv square upon r plus mg into cos 0. But what is cos 0? Cos 0 is nothing but plus 1. Means here, tension at point D is equal to mv square upon r plus mg. We can say equation number 1. What is this? This is the important formula to calculate tension in the string at which position? At bottom position. See here. Number B at horizontal diameter position. Horizontal diameter position means either A or B. We can say at point B. See, body reached to this point. What is theta? Theta equal to 90 degree. So theta 90 means what is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So put here. Therefore, tension at point B is equal to mv square upon r plus mg into 0. Means tension at point B is equal to mv square upon r. See here. Have you got? This is the tension at point B. But don't forget, V is the speed, and this V are not same, because speed goes on changes due to the motion under gravity. Now next, at top position. See here, number C at top position. At top position means point C. So if body reach to this point, what is theta? Theta is equal to 180 degree or pi radian. So if theta equal to 180, then what is the tension at point C? It is mv square upon r plus mg cos 180. But what is cos 180? Cos 180 is minus 1. Okay. So here cos of 180 degree means minus 1. Therefore, tension at C is equal to mv square upon r minus mg. What is this? This is the important formula to calculate tension at which position? Tension at top position. Now, these are three important formulas to calculate the tension. But here, we are going to take one important step. What is that step? That is nothing but the condition for the possibility of vertical circular motion. So remember that if that body is moving like that, okay, tension in the string also changes. Here this is the maximum tension at which position? See here, this is the maximum tension at bottom. Okay, this is moderate tension at the horizontal and this is the minimum tension. Means one thing is clear that in a vertical circular motion, tension at the bottom is always greater than tension at horizontal is greater than tension at C. That is top. So if the body is revolving like that at the top, tell me if the tension at top is less than or equal to 0, then what happens? If tension in the string at the top is less than or equal to 0, then what happens? Body falls like that under gravity. It will not complete the vertical circular motion. Means here, what is the condition? That condition is important in this article. Condition is that in order to perform the vertical circular motion, for vertical circular motion, tension at top should be greater than or equal to 0. If it is less than or equal to 0, it is not possible. Means we can say it should be greater than or equal to 0. So this is the tension at the top. It means that here mv square upon r minus mg should be greater than or equal to 0. This is speed at c. Clear? This is the condition. Now, therefore we can say mvc square upon r should be greater than or equal to mg. Get cancel. So v square should be greater than or equal to rg, or vc should be greater than or equal to under root rg. Remember, this is the conditional speed at top position of the vertical circular motion. Means in order to complete the vertical circular motion, the speed at the top should be at least equal to under root rg. What is the speed limit? Here, speed limit is equal to under root rg. It shows that if the speed is greater than this under root rg, okay, no problem. There will be vertical circular motion. But if the speed is less than under root rg, circular motion is not possible. Have you got it? Here, this is the minimum possible speed or limiting speed at the top position of vertical circular motion. Any doubt here? Now similarly, we have to find what should be the limiting speed at horizontal diameter position and what should be the limiting speed at the bottom position. Here, Vc is equal to under root Rg. That is the speed limit. Speed should not less than under root Rg. Have you got it? Look at this. Okay, this is about the speed. Now these three important formulas are there. This is the general formula for tension. Remember, what you have to remember to solve the problem. This is the general tension. You can find the tension in the string at any position if you know the theta. What is this? This is the tension particularly at the bottom. Clear? What is this? This is the tension at the horizontal. And what is this? This is the tension at the top. And what is limiting speed at the top? We got first formula under root Rg. See here now, we have to find the speed at the horizontal diameter position and speed at the speed at bottom position. So how to find the speed at the horizontal diameter position? That is either point A or point B. In order to find that speed, we are going to use one concept, that is the law of conservation of energy. According to this concept, energy neither created nor lost, simply changes from one form to another form. Especially I am telling about the mechanical energy. Means when a body is performing vertical circular motion also, its kinetic energy and potential energy may changes, but its total mechanical energy is always constant. So consider that in the vertical circular motion of the body, let bottom position is at the ground. Means suppose height at the bottom position is supposed to be 0. बॉटम पोझिशनची हाईट आपण 0 कन्सिडर करतोय. तू म्हणाल 0 कशी कन्सिडर केली? दॅट इज कॉल्ड रिलेटिव्ह हाईट. म्हणजे याला 0 कन्सिडर करून दुसऱ्या हाईट आपण काढतोय. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम. सपोज हाईट ॲट दिस पॉइंट इज 0, देन व्हॉट विल बी द हाईट ॲट पॉइंट हॉरिझॉन्टल डायमीटर पोझिशन? दिस इज नथिंग बट r. And what is the height at top position? It is equal to 2r. So here, in order to calculate the speed at horizontal diameter position, let total energy at point C, that is top position, should equal to total energy at B, means horizontal diameter position. But we know total energy is nothing but summation of potential energy and kinetic energy. Means this is potential energy at point C plus kinetic energy at point C is equal to total energy at B, means potential energy at B plus kinetic energy at B. But potential energy is nothing but mgh. But this is the height at which position? Position C. Plus kinetic energy means 1 by 2 mv square. But this is the speed at top, Vc, is equal to potential energy at B means mgh. But that height is at point B. Plus kinetic energy means 1 by 2 mvb square. Right? Put the value of Hc. What is the height at top position? Mg into 2r. Plus 1 by 2 m Vc square means under root Rg bracket square is equal to mgr plus 1 by 2 m Vb square as it is. So it is 2 mgr plus under root and square get cancel means 1 by 2 mgr is equal to mgr plus 1 by 2 m Vb square. 2 plus 1 means it is 2 and half, that is 5 by 2 mgr. 2 plus half means 5 by 2 mgr minus this mgr is taken to the left hand side, it will be mgr is equal to 1 by 2 m Vb square. 5 by 2 minus 1 means it is 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 mgr is equal to 1 by 2 m Vb square. M from both sides get cancelled, denominator 2 is get cancelled, 3rg equal to Vb square or Vb equal to under root 3rg. So what is the limiting speed at horizontal diameter position? Vb, it is equal to under root 3rg. Is it clear? Means this is the limiting speed. It means that if the speed is greater than under root 3rg, no problem. But if it is less than under root 3rg at this point, body will not complete the vertical circular motion. Got it? Now next we have to find speed at bottom position. How to find speed at bottom position? Again, by using the same concept of conservation of energy. See here. Speed at bottom position. See here, speed at bottom. Bottom position means which point? That is point D. So same concept is applicable. Total energy at bottom position must be equal to total energy at any other, maybe horizontal or maybe top. Means your potential energy at B plus kinetic energy at B is equal to potential energy at C plus kinetic energy at C. Okay. So what is the potential at B? mgh at B. Kinetic energy at B 1 by 2 m Vb square. Sorry, this is point D, not B. Point D. So here also D and D. Potential at C means mgh at C plus 1 by 2 m Vc square. Okay. Now m is common, may cancel from both the side. Therefore here G, and what is h at D? We have considered it is 0, means 0 plus 1 by 2 Vd square, m get cancelled, is equal to G. Hc means it is 2r plus 1 by 2 m. Vc means under root Rg bracket square. So this is 0. Therefore 1 by 2 Vd square is equal to twice Rg plus under root and square get cancelled 1 by 2. Sorry, m also get cancelled 1 by 2 Rg. 2 plus half means here we can say it is 1 by 2 Vd square. 2 plus half means 2 and half, that is 5 by 2 Rg. 2 from both sides get cancelled. Okay. So taking square root, we got Vd square is equal to 5 Rg. Vd square is equal to 5 Rg. Therefore, Vd is equal to under root 5 Rg. What is this? This is the limiting speed at which position? Bottom position. Means in order to complete the vertical circular motion completely, speed at bottom should be equal to under root 5 Rg. Okay, this is the limiting speed. Means here the speed should not less than under root 5 Rg. Okay, first we have seen the tension at different position. Now the speed at different position. So here the speed is maximum It means that in vertical circular motion, speed at bottom maximum and speed at top is minimum, and speed at horizontal diameter position is approximate in between these two, or optimum speed. Clear? See here. This is about the speed at different position. Now next we have to study about potential energy, kinetic energy and total energy of the body at different position. See here. PE, KE and TE. Potential energy, kinetic energy and total energy at different position. At different position. So see here how to find. Number one, at top position. So remember, this potential energy, kinetic energy and total energy that we are going to see, these are also the limiting values at top position. So what is number one, potential energy at top? That is equal to mgh at top. So it is equal to mg, h at top means 2r. So this is twice mgr. This is the limiting speed of potential energy at top position. Number two, kinetic energy at top. It is 1 by 2 mvc square. So 1 by 2 m. Vc means under root rg bracket square. So this is 1 by 2 mgr. What is this? Kinetic energy at top position. Okay. Now, what is total energy at top position? Number 3. Total energy at C is nothing but potential energy at C and kinetic energy at C. So that is equal to potential energy at C means twice mgr plus 1 by 2 mgr. So total energy at point C is equal to 5 by 2 mgr. This is important value. This is the formula to calculate potential energy at top position. This is the formula to calculate kinetic energy at top position. And this is the formula to calculate total energy at top position. Now number 2, at which position? At horizontal diameter position. That is point B or point A. So again, number 1 is the potential energy. Potential energy at mgh means potential energy at point B, mgh at B. So that is equal to mg and height at B means r. So finish. We got potential energy at horizontal diameter position. No doubt, this is the limiting value. Okay, it may be greater than this but should not less than this. Now next, number 2, kinetic energy at bottom position, horizontal diameter means point B, 1 by 2 m Vb square. So that is 1 by 2 m. Vb means under root 3 rg bracket square. So that is 3 by 2 mgr. Kinetic energy at position B. Clear? Got it? See here. Now next, number 3, total energy. Total energy at position B is equal to potential energy at B plus kinetic energy at B. Potential energy at B means mgr plus 3 by 2 mgr. So therefore it is equal to 5 by 2 mgr. What is this? Total energy at B. Okay. Now look at this value. This formula and this formula both are same. Means total energy at top position is equal to total energy at horizontal diameter position. Right? Now next, third position is the top horizontal, now bottom position. See here. At bottom position, number 3, at bottom position means point C. So at bottom position, number one, potential energy. What is the formula? mgh at d. So h at d is considered 0. Therefore, potential energy at point D is equal to 0. Okay. Now number two. Number two, what is the kinetic energy? What is the kinetic energy? So kinetic energy at point D is equal to 1 by 2 m Vd square. That is 1 by 2 m. Vd means under root 5 Rg bracket square. Square root get cancelled. So kinetic energy at point D is equal to 5 by 2 mgr. Okay, see here. This is the formula for kinetic energy. Now number 3, total energy. Total energy at D again equal to P plus K. So 0 plus this means total energy at point D is equal to 5 by 2 mgr. This is again similar to other two values. What it shows? It shows that in a vertical circular motion, total energy of the body does not changes. We know potential energy is maximum at the top position and kinetic energy is maximum at the bottom position. Means when body travels from bottom to top, its kinetic energy decreases and its potential energy increases. But total energy always remains constant or remains conserved. Okay. Now this is about the energy of the body at different positions. See here. All these are the limiting values. These are not the fixed values. Conditional values. Energy should be minimum equal to these values. Okay. So it may be greater than this value. Now next, another one, we have to find centripetal accelerations. Here, centripetal acceleration at different positions. Centripetal accelerations at different positions. So number 1 at top. So you know what is centripetal acceleration? It is equal to v square upon r. So that is the speed at top. Therefore, it is equal to what is speed at top? Under root rg bracket square upon r. That is rg upon r get cancelled. So it is equal to 0. Means centripetal acceleration, limiting value of centripetal acceleration at the top is equal to 0. Number 2 at horizontal diameter position. Horizontal diameter position means that may be point A or point B. So here centripetal acceleration at B, again speed at B square upon r. Because we know the value of centripetal, it is v square upon r. So what is speed at B? Under root 3rg bracket square upon r. That is 3rg upon r get cancelled. So that centripetal acceleration is equal to 3g. This is the centripetal acceleration at which position? At horizontal diameter position. Now number 3 at bottom. At bottom. Okay. So at bottom, what is the centripetal at bottom D? It is Vd square upon r. Vd means under root 5rg bracket square upon r. So it is equal to 5rg upon r. So centripetal acceleration at D is equal to 5g, where g is the acceleration due to gravity. So these are the different values of the centripetal acceleration at different positions. Then tell me where it is maximum. It is maximum at the bottom, that is 5g, and where it is the minimum, it is minimum at top, that is equal to g. Again, these are also the limiting values. Means it may be greater than this value but should not be less than these conditional values. Okay, this is about centripetal acceleration. We are going to study each and every parameter related to the vertical circular motion. Don't forget. Now next is the tension. Tension at different position. Tension at different position means limiting values. Okay. Now we have already seen what is the formula. Number one, at top. Okay. At top, we have seen what is the formula at top, that is tension is equal to mvc square upon r plus mg cos theta. So at top, theta equal to 180 and v is nothing but phi at c, that is equal to under root rg. So tension at the top is equal to m into vc square, means this means that is mrg upon r, okay, plus mg into cos of 180. So that is r get cancelled, mg plus mg cos of 180 means minus 1. So that is mg minus mg, means tension at the top is 0. Okay, this is minimum limiting value. Means tension should not be less than 0. Now number 2, tension at horizontal diameter position. That is point B. So again here at horizontal diameter position means if the body is present at point this, what is theta? Theta equal to 90 degree. And what is Vb? We have find it is under root 3 Rg. So put these values here in equation A. So tension at B is equal to m under root 3 Rg bracket square divided by R plus mg cos of 90. But cos 90 is 0. With this term gets 0. Tension at B equal to square root cancel. 3 mgr divided by r get cancelled. Tension at B equal to 3 mg. This is the formula to calculate tension at horizontal diameter position. Now number 3, at bottom. At bottom means point B. Okay. So at bottom, what is theta? Theta equal to 0 and V at the bottom is equal to under root 5 Rg. Put all these values here. Therefore, a tension at the bottom is equal to m Vd square divided by R plus mg cos of 0. So that is equal to m Vd means under root 5 Rg bracket square divided by R plus mg, because cos 0 is 1. So that is equal to 5 mgr divided by R plus mg. R get cancelled. 5 plus 1 means 6 mg. So tension at the bottom is 6 mg minimum. If it is greater than 6 mg, okay, but it should not less than 6 mg. Okay, but difference in the tension is always constant. It means that tension at D minus tension at B equal to 6 mg minus 3 mg. So that difference is equal to 3 mg. Means tension at the bottom is not always 6 mg. See here. Okay, this is minimum value. It should be at least 6 mg. Tension at the horizontal is not always 3 mg, but it is limiting 3 mg. But one thing is clear, if tension at the bottom or at the horizontal may be greater than this value, but difference in the tension is always constant, that is 3 mg. Again, difference between D and that is C is 6 mg minus 0, that is always 6 mg. Means remember friends, here tension in the string is not constant, but difference in the tension in between top and bottom is always 6 mg. And difference in between the bottom and the horizontal is always 3 mg. Have you got it? See here. Okay. So, this is about the tension in the string at different positions. Okay. Now here we have to find what is the speed, energies and other parameters at any position, means different than top, bottom and horizontal. Remember, at any position. See here. Look at this. At any position means maybe point P as shown in the figure. So we have to find what is exactly the speed of the body at any position, what is the kinetic energy of the body at any position, what is potential energy, total energy and tension at any position other than top, bottom and horizontal. Now look at the figure. Look at the figure. That body is performing the vertical circular motion. Okay? And P is the current position of the body. Have you got it? P. Suppose here, if we draw the horizontal line on vertical diameter from point C. Okay? Let this point is X and its height from the bottom is H. R means total distance, radius. This is H, means what is the remaining distance? It is R minus H. Consider this point. R minus H. Okay. So we have to find velocity or speed at this position P, any point. How to find? Consider these two positions. So we can say total energy at point P must be equal to total energy at point P or at point D, that is bottom. Means your potential energy at P plus kinetic energy at P is equal to potential energy at D plus kinetic energy at D. What is potential energy at this point? This is mgh. mgh plus kinetic energy means 1 by 2 m Vp square. That Vp we have to find. Potential energy at D means it is 0. We have considered the 0 at point D. And kinetic energy means 1 by 2 m Vd square. Therefore, mgh plus 1 by 2 m Vp square is equal to 1 by 2 m Vd square. What is Vd? We know it is under root 5 Rg bracket square. So therefore, it is mgh plus 1 by 2 Vp square is equal to square root cancel means 5 by 2 mgr. Okay, mgr. Look at this. R means total radius. Okay. So here we can say, therefore, 1 by 2 m Vp square, if we take this here, it is 5 by 2 mgr minus mgh. So 1 by 2 m Vp square is equal to here mg common, here 5 by 2 r minus h. See, 5 by 2 r minus h. So this get cancelled, m get cancelled. Therefore we can say, take this 2 here, therefore Vp square is equal to 2g 2g in bracket 5 by 2 r minus h. Okay, or Vp is equal to 2g under root 2g here 5 by 2 r minus h. Have you got it? See, look at this. How to calculate the speed at any position, that is position P. Okay, here r is the radius and what is that h? H is nothing but height of that position from the bottom. Okay, So we can reduce this equation also. How to reduce that equation? Here in this triangle, what is cos of theta? Here it is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Means here, but cos of theta equal to adjacent side means r minus h upon hypotenuse means r. Therefore, cos of theta, okay, or r cos theta is equal to r minus h. Or what is h? So h equal to r minus r cos theta. Or h equal to r in bracket 1 minus cos theta. Now, if we put this value here, therefore, what is the Vp? Vp is equal to under root 2z. Here 5 by 2r minus h means minus r in bracket 1 minus cos theta. Like that. Or Vp is equal to under root 2z. Here 5 by 2r minus r. Okay, minus plus r cos theta. See here. Or Vp is equal to 5 by 2 minus r, 1 r means it is 3 by 2. R we can take the common from this. This is 3 by 2 r. So therefore it will be under root 2 rg. And here it becomes, what is this? So it is 3 plus cos theta. 3 plus cos theta. Have you got it? See here. 5 by 2 r minus r means how much it is? It is 3 by 2 r. Okay. It is 3 by 2 r. Okay. R is taken as a common. 3 by 2. If you take 2 outside, then it will be 3 plus 2 cos theta. Okay. And that 2 get cancelled. So this is very important formula to calculate speed at any position. Here Vp equal to under root Rg in bracket 3 plus 2 cos theta. We got it? Okay. So this is about all concept related to vertical circular motion. Next lecture we have to study the applications of vertical circular motion. Thank you.